I'm back in a different situation today. I actually came down to the mailroom to see what's going to happen to this guy. So what happened was this guy got on social media. He's a barber. And I'm not sure if he's a hairstylist, but in front of the salon it says full service barbershop. Now, he came out to work against all the rules. He came out to work, and he basically got on social media on Facebook and put this big letter out and said, hey, I'm gonna open my salon anyway. It doesn't matter what you guys say in so many words, but he did his professional way. Y'all know how that is. And it also seems to me like he knows the law. Y'all, this is amazing. And let me tell you, this is one of those situations to where we have to see what's going to happen to him, because at the end of the day, he's going against the law. This has become worldwide news, and I'm here to show you guys, to give you guys footage on what's going on. Now, if this truck moves out of my way, I could see that my actual camera is not letting me play anything. So here it is, y'all. I'm actually getting out to show you guys what's going on.
Tell them and see if they got any work. Tell them down there with the cables and stuff. We're going to have to give credit.
Help people now, Cincinnati City. People need to make money to take care of their families, to pay their bills. When we making money, we help to stimulate the economy. Most of them, you got shop owners, can't even get money.
I come here to get a haircut.
How you give money to people who don't work and get Social Security checks, but the folks who work and their business on the line, they can't even get a check. It's not fair. Governor, come on now. You can break this stuff down. There's 39 cities in Jefferson County. You got to go by cities. If it's not a hotspot, you got to really kind of go by that way. These people are professionals. They know how to put on their mask, just like doctors and lawyers. Barbers are just like a doctor and lawyer. Y'all know? We was like, sir.
I understand that frustration.
I mean, I'm a hairstylist. That's why I'm out here. I'm not frustrated. Honestly, I'm not.
Giving her money to help us is really a tough situation right now. She's a single parent.
Right. I understand. The mail room is opening against the law, basically. Yeah. So I'm a hairstylist. I just want to see what's going to happen from here. Okay, you're welcome. I love your dog.
Thank you.
It has more to do with
Big business, they want to squash Amazon.
Definitely.
They want to squash all the small
definitely,
businesses.
definitely.
Kohl's is closed, but Walmart sells clothes and they're open.
Oh, wow.
Walmart's
Exactly.
open.
And then they're not
Kohl's
practicing the social distance.
Kohl's right there, right over there.
They're actually not practicing the social distance.
I don't see any cops. I don't think they're going to get excited. I think they're about ready to lift.
Well, I think the city is here.
Oh, he's going to take it all the way to the Supreme Court. This could be the Supreme Court case.
Yeah. The city was here first.
Have you seen all the cities that are people are protesting big time?
Yes.
Man, you got 22 million people out of work. There's going to be some major
I'm a hairstylist.
chaos.
I own a salon. That's why I'm out here.
Oh, you do? Whereabouts?
In Vestavia.
Well, my aunt, I've been taking her once a week out Trussville to Phoenix. And it's shut
And
down.
they shut down.
Well,
I used to work at
She's got
Phoenix.
a double whammy, though. She's got Parkinson's and rheumatoid arthritis. I can't get her out again. Yeah, we're going to keep her at home. She'll never go back to
It's
abuse
one of
that.
those situations that nobody thought would happen. And I think what happened was just then, the whoever is part of the city, they went to talk to him to let him know, sir.
What is that decision going to be? I walk for a banker and say, hey, I need a loan. The business has been shut down. That's not a very positive approach to trying to get business loan. That's not going to bode well. So we got about 30 days left. So we were applying for this PPP funding, like so many others. I think there's like 700,000 applications, or who knows how many. But we learned yesterday that fund's dried up, and we went through 3 sources trying to find funding. And we've been told we're in the queue. We've been asked repeatedly for more documentation. We filled it out. Then it's not forthcoming. And that capital is to give us time to wait this thing out. Everybody's talking about flattening the curve. Well, we would like to have a little bit more time. That capital was key. So when I heard yesterday that Congress has held this thing up, over whatever their demands are, essentially they were wanting to earmark this for minorities and women-owned businesses. Well, I'd like to point out that minorities standing over there in support of this, there's lots of women over there. There's 12 of them that work here. I don't know how many of them work right down the block right here. Probably 20 or more. Lots of women. And they all want to get back to work. Quit playing political football with this crap. Get to work and get this done. You've got a $2.2 trillion pork-laden fund that you just released, and only 15% of it was for the people that you claim to care about. I don't see you caring about anybody. Save for precious few of you in Congress, you absolutely are pathetic. Get out of your high castle, get back up to our property, our hill, and do something about this crap. If you care for it, get it done. I said I got 30 days left, all right? This is not about me. It's about all the people that are standing over there that haven't had any funding for 5 weeks. 5 weeks. It's time to get back to work. We can do this thing. And listen, the process that we're going to have to implement while we're in this transition is going to add cost. All right, it's going to add cost. The productivity is going to be extremely low. This is going to be a slow walk back into reality or normalcy. So we got to get started with it. So I'm encouraging everybody, look, I understand the concerns. The concerns are valid. The infection is real. We're not diminishing the risk. But we cannot close the country waiting for this thing to die down. It's never going to be to a point to where the medical community is going to take the liability and say, okay, all clear, time to go back to work. There's no such thing. Even in the absence of COVID-19, there's no such thing as just a cakewalk across the street. There's risk everywhere. Let's deal with the risk. Let's put in place mitigating practices, best practices. Let's get this done. Bring the whole country back to work.
Cut their salaries.
Yeah,
Politicians, cut their salaries.
Woo! Amen.
They make it too much. Damn right. Cut their
Hey,
insurance.
they gave their
Cut their insurance policy.
25% raise and this stimulus package that they just did.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Ridiculous.
So if there's any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
Your 30 days is out from now.
It's approximately 30 days. So everything's on a monthly cycle. So we've had no revenue for 5 weeks. We had sufficient capital. Again, this is a low margin business. That's what people don't get. Most businesses are extremely low margin. We count on forecasting based on sales and revenue, and then here we are 5 weeks without any revenue. And listen, there are margins for businesses that have lower margins than we do, restaurants. I'm not going out to eat as much as anybody, and I'm worried about what's going to be options for us after this thing is over. they're allowed to work because they're deemed essential, but I can assure you, these restaurants, with this little bit of flow of business they can't survive like this. They can't do this with takeout and curbside pickup. It's not sustainable.
Can you tell us a little bit, you said you registered customers getting fined. Tell us a little about that. One person told us they would be fined $500 if they walk in the shop.
Yeah, and I don't really know specifically how much the fine is. I mean, everybody's been online posting things. Everybody's an online expert. But what we were told by Lieutenant Fountain of the City of Hoover was that they would be subjected to the fine because they were not on an essential excursion from their home. Going to the grocery store, the hardware store, and the bookstore, man. You can go to that, you can go to the liquor store, but you can't stop off for a haircut. Exactly. It's all about sales tax. It's just this gentleman laid it out there very eloquently earlier, and I hope you guys got that. We don't generate a lot of sales tax for the services, and services in general are not subject to sales tax. But the revenue that's generated as a result of these services cascades throughout the economy. You cut off one portion of it and it cascades on down. So these businesses that are allowed to operate are experiencing substantial reductions in sales because people don't have the money to spend with them.
They indicated next week sometime they will be presenting plans to both of them.
Well, they're all in conversation with Governor Ivey, but I think Congressman Palmer has been tasked. But we have to turn the faucet back on at some point. So they're trying to put something together. They've said that our process seems to be logical. And again, that's the people that are doing the job. And again, the gentleman spoke earlier about barbers and cosmetologists know more about sanitation than a lot of medical facilities do. And we're talking about being essential. I can't tell you how many times these customers have been notified by barbers that they got a spot behind their ear they need to go to the doctor and have it checked out. My sister passed away in 2011 from melanoma. So I would say that's pretty essential. Now, a haircut, this is not about a haircut. It's about the people's right to work. But to your question, Garrett Palmer said that he would be speaking with her next Wednesday, and he would be glad to take our case and our grievance directly to her.
They need to do it today and Saturday, Sunday. Why can't they work?
Exactly. Yeah. And Congressman Palmer, was basically asking everybody to implore Congress to get back in session. What in the world are they doing, out somewhere? I mean, are they social distancing themselves if they can't work at all?
I got $172,000 coming in a month.
Exactly.
A year.
So I'm already there.
Oh, plus benefits.
They just got a $35,000 a year raise.
Let's hope that's the case. But again, my concern is we were a low margin business in full operation. If we have to go back and start practicing, 6 feet of separation and extra sterilization processes, which I can't imagine using sterile from where we are. But the level of protective gear you got to wear, the costs associated with that, you can't just freely pass on those costs to the customers. There's only so much of that they can stand because of their lack of revenue. So, it remains to be seen if we can get back to the point of profitability where we can sustain our business long term. But at least, we got to get started at some point.
Only 30 days. If nothing happens, you get 30 days. Does that mean you go away permanently?
Well, let's look through that. So, I've seen a lot of commentary about, they must not be managing money well. It's safe for a rainy day was one of the more egregious comments that I saw. These are people that absolutely have no knowledge of what it takes to operate a business. When you start looking at the landlord, who also contacted me and asked us not to open, they said it would be a violation of our lease. They were gracious enough to give us a 2-month deferment. Now we still had to pay our ongoing costs associated with their property tax and all that. That's what people don't get. This is $4,000 a month to rent this spot right here. $4,000. All right, so we got a 2-month deferment. That gets tacked onto the end of the lease. The lease, which is 24 months remaining. if I have to close this business, guess who's liable for that 24 months remaining on that lease? That would be me. All right. So this is a very complex issue that a lot of people don't think about. If we're closed, that's going to be a reality that I have to face. But there are millions of people out there that don't even have the luxury of me of having some forms of income. They're going to be declaring bankruptcy. We thought 2,000 acres back. Let's see what's on the other side of this. It's going to take us a long time to get back to normal anyway. But the longer we wait, these are your neighbors. Anyone else?
How many people you employ?
12.
How much is a haircut?
Well, they start out around $26, and we've got packages where the father and son can come. And this is a concept. My wife and daughter are in this business. My partner, his wife, are in this business. This is something that we've done for many, many, many years. I'm not a barber. You don't want me cutting your hair. But all these people, this is their livelihood. And the concept was developed because men didn't have a place to go. The old-fashioned barbershop that I grew up in, they've gone away. All right, so we were trying to create something unique, for men to go, and have their own space, kind of a man cave thing. So you can go in here and you can have a beer. We'll give you one beer for free. You can sit down, talk with friends, talk with these young ladies here that they've developed relationships with. They're extremely entrepreneurial. They build these client bases up that last for years. And again, it's, this is something that we've had going for 12 years. And we had gotten to the point in 2016 where we were debt-free, finally debt-free, ready to enjoy a return on investment, which may or may not come to fruition.
Are your girls on booth rental or are they on commission?
No, they're on commission.
You said your rent was $4,000 a month. What's your monthly nut?
Yeah, so when you got a $700 to $800 power bill, $350 phone bill, internet, water, trash, it just goes on and on and on. But it's a substantial amount of overhead. Absolutely substantial. This is it. So just take your pick. Take a McDonald's franchise. Somebody spends $1 million to open up a McDonald's franchise. Their net revenue at the end of the day for that location in a restaurant industry is somewhere between 7 and 15%. So you think about the risk that they took, the capital risk that they made to open up that business, this business, anybody's business. And then after all expenses and taxes are paid, they're left with a very small piece of the pie. All right? So this is a major thing for them. And a lot of these people have lots of debt that they're going to be responsible for whether they stay open or close. And there's nobody on the other side of this thing going to hand them a check like they're doing to these big major companies out there and floating them because they're, quote, essential. And listen, I don't bemoan anybody, the bookstores, any of them, from staying open. Absolutely. If you allowed us to stay open, we would be open. So this is nothing against them. Nothing against them at all. I feel for them.
So when you meet the announcement,
Grant you that. But the expectation was we're going to make this announcement just to let everybody know, hey, this is what we're going to try to do. So the result was that it was mixed. There was a lot of negativity around, how can you do this? And then there was a lot of people that were ushering in, support. So that was across the board. The support began to outweigh the negative substantially over the last 24 hours. And the emails that we've gotten. We've gotten people from Australia, all over the country, all over Canada, Europe, reaching out, asking, hey, can I buy a gift card? Can I send you some money? And that's the other thing. And I want to make it clear, I really don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. I don't want a GoFundMe page. I don't want any charity. I'm not looking for that. But these young ladies out here, I'd like to have them something set up individually. I don't want to go through my business whatsoever. But, because it's not about me, it's about them. But absolutely. And appointments, I guarantee you, once we get through all these emails, we can probably be booked up for the next 3 months. Easy. All right, is that it? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Sir, yes. DEMETRIUS. Starks, STARKS. Sorry, can you spell that again? Demetrius, DEMETRIUS. Starks, STARKS, better known as D.
Do you have a small business or?
Yes, sir.
What is your business?
D's Barbershop in Birmingham, Alabama.
So you came over here to show support.
Yes.
Tell me why you're here.
I'm here to show support basically this time because they're saying that stylists / beauty salons are not essential because we don't pay sales tax. But we are kind of going downhill in respect to the coronavirus and for health reasons. We don't want to jeopardize any customers or anybody. But it's to the point now where I feel like we went to school for this barbering and we was taught sterilization and sanitation and cleanliness and wiping the chairs down after each customer. But due to this coronavirus, they gave us specific instructions: 6 feet, bags, wash your hands. And I feel like if you are a professional barber, it's up to management, and you already clean and your customers trust you and they already believe in you, we can have these shops open well, 2 or 3 coming in at a time. If you got 4 stylists, you got 4 clients in the chair, and 4 clients can be sitting waiting. No more everybody else appointments when you come in, and you bring them in gradually. Everybody is 6 feet apart. You might want to limit your conversations and your talking because we know barbershops are more for gatherings like the male room. It's for gatherings. You come in and have a bill, so we can eliminate that because we want to first get these people back to work to bring in some income so we can minimize some things to get these shops open.
Are you the owner of your shop?
Yes, sir.
How do you make it? Can you come back if this continues for a while?
Sir?
Can you come back if you open if this continues for another month or so?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a real good question. And to be hypothetical, it's hard because, like I say, they have this relief money out, stimulus. They're giving it to a lot of people. I feel like, why would you give money to people who already get a check? They talk about stimulating. Then when you have business owners who are filling out these loans for the federal, or the city might have some loans, or the stimulus, and you are denied, and it's frustrating because and the big corporations getting all the money, but I mean it's hard to answer your question to stay open to stay closed for another month because the bills are gathering in when you got car notes, you got rent, you got a mortgage, you got children, and if your wife not working and you're not working, that puts you in a bad situation. So it's hard.
Barber Commission, they got their money. They're still getting paid. Courthouse
The flow of things.
And then your shop again.
D's Barbershop, Birmingham, Alabama, 5 points west. D.
Hi,
Now,
sir.
you got
I'm a salon owner, and I want to commend you.
Well, thank you very much.
It honestly brings me to tears that you stand up for hairstyling, and I just want to make sure you know that from a salon owner myself.
Thank you so much.
And I'm here for your support. I wouldn't have done it because I mean it's so many things against African Americans anyway.
Yeah.
So as a barber, I don't know if you're a barber.
No, ma'am. I'm just a
You're a salon owner.
That's
Thank you
all.
for standing up for salon owners in
Thank you.
general.
My daughter, she manages the shop.
Okay.
She's a barber.
And that's how they base it. That's how they do
Awesome. Well, I'm here for you in support, but it's because mostly a lot of hairstylists and salon owners, barbers, we don't have the courage, and that's what it is. But you had the courage. You stood on your word.
I appreciate it more than you know.
Okay, no problem.
And be careful. And I understand that tactic. But we at a point now where it's time to really kind of loosen a little bit, go by cities, go get your data together, and kind of loosen some of these folks that don't have many infections, and allow these people to open with safety precautions.
Yeah. Well, the media drives it up too.
I agree.
If they had shut up about it.
I agree. The media did right because you wanted to put so much fear in. Because if you had not did that, people still been running around. So you want to stay at home, but we at a peak now where it's time to kind of go back, not just the county or the state, break it down by cities and communities, and allow certain folks who's not high to open up. A lot of these barbershops, beauty shops, or nail shops to open up with your masks, sanitizing your equipment, so many in at a time, and come on in and come on out. Not too much gathering, probably you can limit so much talking, but come on in, focus on getting your service, and move on until we start getting more clear. Yes.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it very much.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Yes, sir.
Hello everyone, my name is Devin and I am the manager here at the Mill Room. I'm standing with some of my fellow colleagues and wanted to personally thank everybody who has supported us in this decision. We have had outpouring support from all over the country and we greatly appreciate that. And we really want everybody to know that we are standing here for all non-essentials. We are not just standing here for ourselves in the Mill Room, we are standing for everybody. And we hope that everybody continues to stand with us. This is our right. It is our right to work. It's our right to take care of our families. It's our right to be able to support ourselves. So thank you, and please join with us and fight for that right.
What is your last name, Devin?
My name is Devin Pender.
Can you spell all that?
Sure. Devin, D-E-V-I-N, Pender, P-E-N-D-E-R.
Thank you, Devin.
You're welcome. One thing we just want to let you guys know, I'm sure some of you may not be aware of because you're actually here videoing us, and we so appreciate y'all being here. We want to support everybody. We're not here just for ourselves, but at this moment, just maybe 10 minutes ago, the Governor Abbey was in a press conference we listened to just a few minutes ago, and the Lieutenant Governor actually stood up and said, if I could be able to get a haircut today, if we would open up, I would be there. So if that speaks anything, that there's more people out there willing to support these businesses and get our doors open. And like Devin said, we are not here for just ourselves. We are speaking for all non-essentials. We know people that are 2 to 4 weeks from losing their rent. You know, they can't pay their rent. They're losing their homes. I mean, we have a lot of people in this industry that are single moms with, you know, that are struggling, really struggling right now. And that's the things that I think a lot of people don't want to say and see. They're wanting to state that we're getting unemployment, that we're getting all this stimulus money, we're getting these loans. Well, I'm here to say that standing right here in front of you is a whole group of, there's 5 of us that are getting absolutely nothing from our government. We have been denied unemployment and we have no income that they're stating that they're giving us to help us get by until we do.
Given what y'all just watched a couple minutes ago on the phones, are you hopeful that we will be back up and running before the end of the month?
Yes, I am. That's the whole goal in this whole thing that we wanted to do to open back up. All of this was not about just us. It was about us taking a stand for the state of Alabama and for all non-essential workers to get back to work so we can support our families and get the economy back up and running and everybody live normally as close as possible. Because like the guy said earlier that spoke, our 99% of our tests to get our license is sanitation and sterilization. If you cannot pass that part of the exam, we do not get a license. Amy Key.
Spelling.
Amy, A-M-E-Y, Key, K-E-Y. Thank you all for your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. So I am getting ready to leave. You heard it yourself. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. We don't know whether for sure he's going to open. Well, I did hear from the sideline that he said the governor was basically condemning him from opening because if he opens, he could actually lose the building. It could go against the lease. So with that in mind, it's not a good idea for him to open at this point. So that's the answer that we have, y'all. That's the answer that we have. I mean, I'm speechless right now. Like I told him, you know, I commend him for doing this, but at the same time, I wouldn't have, because I didn't want to go against my lease. It's things that we could do to cause things to be worse. So we don't want to make matters worse. In this instance, he was willing. So he has a lot of courage. So you guys, I just say thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to this pretty cocky life, because this man definitely has a pretty cocky lifestyle. That's cocky. So what I'd say for you guys to do, stand on what you believe in. That's all I can say. Stand on what you believe in. If you believe in something that most people don't believe in, you know, that's amazing. That takes courage. And to that, I'll say, keep it cocky. Peace. So the latest news, you guys, I found out just before I walked away. Basically, if he proceeds to open the salon and allow, you know, his workers to come in, not only will he be fined and his lease be terminated, the clients will be fined as well. So I don't know, that is pretty serious. It's pretty serious. So listen, don't open your salons. Do not open your salons. Do not open your barbershops without them letting us know that we can open, because we don't want our clients to be fined too. This is just important to understand that this virus can spread. To me, there's no way that we could be 6 feet apart from our clients. That's number one. Number two is, even if we had the proper wardrobe, you know, for these salons, I mean, for us to work, or our clients had the proper wardrobe, we could come out of a lot of money to, you know, get these pieces often, because we have to change them. So maybe they're trying to, you know, get a solid route for us, you know, get it. I don't know. I'm just speechless. Like, we have to basically dress like a doctor or a nurse when we go in. With all the things that they wear, how will we, you know, have those things? How will we be able to get them? If they're out at the hospitals, how will we be able to get them? I don't know. It's hot in this car, y'all. I gave y'all what y'all needed. Now give me what I need. You know, go right below. Subscribe to this channel. Like this channel. You know, forward it to your friends, your homegirls. Let people know that I'm here, you know, for coverage as well. I mean, this is my lifestyle. And that guy, he practiced a pretty cocky lifestyle. Listen, he was cocky, man. And he knew from the beginning that this may happen, but he, you know, pushed to try to open the salon anyway. It didn't happen for him. So that's what we have, y'all. Like I said, do what you gotta do, but make sure you keep it cocky. Peace.